Good morning, friends. I am discussing one important question law, which is of 20 marks and in the advocate on record examination of 2019. Firstly, I will share with you the first part of the question in this video. The question is, does the Supreme Court of India possesses original jurisdiction for deciding disputes? What are the preconditions required to be fulfilled for invoking the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court? Who can invoke it, against whom, and in what kind of disputes? So this is the question. That is part one of the question, and it is of 10 marks. So let us dive to answer this question. Friends, the answer to this question lies in Article 131 of the Indian Constitution. Article 131 of the Indian Constitution is an important provision under Part 5, which governs the functioning of the Union. Article 131 of the Indian Constitution grants the Supreme Court original jurisdiction in disputes involving the central government and state governments or between state governments. So, friends, Article 131 safeguards constitutional supremacy and promotes fair and impartial resolution of disputes. Interpretation of Article 131 of the Indian Constitution will clear the concept more broadly. It says, subject to provisions of this Constitution, the Supreme Court shall, to the exclusion of any other court, have original jurisdiction in any dispute. First one is dispute between the Government of India and one or more states. Second one is between the Government of India and any state or states on one side and one or more states on other side. Third one is between two or more states. If and in so far as the dispute involves any question, whether of law or fact, on which the existence or extent of the legal right depends, provided that the said jurisdiction shall not extend to a dispute arising out of any treaty, agreement, covenant, engagement, named or other similar instrument which, having been entered into or executed before the commencement of this Constitution, continues in operation after such commencement, or which provides that the said jurisdiction shall not extend to such a dispute. So, friends, the answer is the Supreme Court exercises original jurisdiction under Article 131 of the Indian Constitution in disputes involving, firstly, the Government of India and one or more states, or between the Government of India and any state, or states on one side and one or more states on the other. So this provision also covers dispute between two or more states. The original jurisdiction allows such disputes to be directly brought before the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has the exclusive authority to adjudicate such matters, and no other court has such power. Friends, it is also important to note that these disputes must be related to the question of law or fact, on which the existence or extent of the legal right depends. The jurisdiction of the Supreme Court does not extend to disputes arising from treaties, agreements, covenants, engagements, or similar instruments. This exclusive authority of the Supreme Court ensures that significant disputes between states or between the central and state governments are resolved by the highest judicial body. So you can conclude your answer by saying that the Article 131 of the Indian Constitution empower the Supreme Court with original jurisdiction to resolve disputes between the central government and state government or among state governments. The provision plays an important role in preserving the federal structure of the Constitution and ensures that such disputes are resolved fairly and impartially. Article 131 strengthens constitutional supremacy and fosters judicial consistency. Friends, you might be thinking if a private party is involved along with the government, then this article will apply? The answer is clearly no. So, friends, to answer this, we have to write above mentioned finding so that you may get good marks. God bless. See you again. Thank you for watching.